those of us who are, 80s babies, 90s kids, this might not be Saturday morning cartoons, but you know what? I'm still thrilled to be able to hang out with my friends first thing in the morning. So let's go ahead and rock it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you can hear me okay over the fan. I'm adjusting a couple of my audio settings because, some things decided to try and do an update overnight, and my computer wasn't liking the update changes. So I do apologize if it takes a moment for my Netgear, whatever, Yeti stuff to kick in, as it finishes updating about a minute late. So welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. It's good to have you here. We're here on behalf of the Heart Breathings Reading community, of course, founded by our amazing, fearless, just generous, lovely Sarah Cannon. You can find us over on Facebook if you're on the YouTube end, and you can find us on the YouTube end if you're over on Facebook. Want to know how to portal hop from one to another? Well, I put this link on the YouTube end. There should be pretty much the same link pinned in the overview tab on the Facebook end if you're curious. Also, the countdown to HB90 has begun. If you're curious about that, I think I have links in about those boxes somewhere for more information if you are new too. I was doing some construction noises last night and this morning. As you can see, we've gotten part of the transition done. I'm going to be working on the Northern Lights themed videos that you all voted for in last night's sprints to kind of replace some things like the timer and the splash videos. So that's kind of up my wheelhouse today, as well as getting ready to go and start doing our summertime outings to the pool and the state parks Cody and I do. We have new ones to try this year. How you do? Melissa's here. Speaking of, Melissa does have her sprints tomorrow morning, pretty much same time for 3 hours over on her channel. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Devin, thank you for bringing the coffee. There should be more back in the blanket fort in the back if you would like. Yes, and you know what, my dear? You kick so much butt. I know you have a lot going on right now, but you're showing up, you're kicking butt, and you're doing so amazing, just like all of us are this morning. Devin, struggling to wake up, and you know what? You're here. You did the hardest thing. You got out of bed today, and sometimes that is indeed the hardest thing, right? Your mind says one thing and the body says another, unfortunately, sometimes too. And agreed, it is the worst feeling ever. Coffee and chapter 5. Love it. Okay. It's good to see you here, my friends. Good to see you here. Sarah, getting ready for coffee number 3. Sounds like my kind of morning. Good morning, Plan Positives. Brandy, hello. I hope work treats you friendly today. Cool Gamer and Tracy are here. Born of a Maiden, hello. Georgia, and oh my goodness, even the Cheesecake Man is up and joining us. He normally sleeps in while we're sprinting a little bit on Saturdays. Glad to have you here, my love. Glad to have you here. So we are going to do 2 hours worth of sprints tonight. This morning, we'll go ahead and do the first of them, the first 3 at 25 minutes each. The last one, what we started doing last night was I would roll dice to determine how long the last one would go. I have D20, I have 2 D20s next to me and a D30 to help out. Depending on what that first D20 rolls, I might have to roll a second D20. If it's a higher, like a 9 or a 10, I'll roll the D10. See, so that way we don't go over that 25 to 30 minutes. But anyhow, with that being as it may, I cannot start this morning without something, or else y'all going to let me know about it. So let's go.
Cup of positivity, cup of positivity, cup of positivity.
All right, and we are having some Sarah Cannon quotes added to the Cup of Positivity here soon. Heads up. Heads up. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm blindly doing. Are you being sentient today? Are you being so? Well, it's in my handwriting because I added some of my own. So, it's talking to me again, guys, gals, and pals. You attract what you grow, reap what you sow. Melissa, don't giggle, snirk, or roll your eyes at me. I know I can hear you all the way down the coast from here. All right, let's go ahead and get started then, everybody. I shall see you here in about 25 minutes. And as always, in honor of Cowboy Bebop, we like to say 3, 2, 1, let's jam. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get ourselves wound down into our first break. We have 3 more sprints ahead of us. I know a couple of people joined in this morning. Cecily is here. ARCs go out next week. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yay! Congratulations on that, my friend. Congratulations. Melissa's laughing at me, and oh boy, she wait until you see the new author meditation pep talk video I'm putting out. I haven't put one out since last fall. I'm overdue. The cup of positivity got uber sentient. We're gonna say that. It's not even funny. It's a whole essay. It's a 20 quote essay. Kid you not, and it makes logical sense. That's what's scary. Devin saying hello to Cecily. Good morning, Mama Maggie. Congratulations. Mama Maggie recently had a book launch, so please do go ahead over to their channel and check it out. Congratulations with those last 2 chapters. Good morning to everybody. And Plan Positives is looking for some feedback here. How do you start your plot, your series as an arc? There's many ways to do it. Sarah, Melissa, and a few others like poster boarding it. I eventually will sometimes go there if the project calls for it. I kind of like Devin does in Word. I do on paper. Just put the major arc points down, see where they start to overlap, especially if you have like family dynamics or characters who work together. I know some people use Gantt, Gantt, George, Alpha, Nancy, Tom charts. You can do Excel. You're quite welcome. Notion has ways to do it. Plotter has ways to do it. Oh boy, the options are endless, and I don't want to overwhelm you. But yeah, it's worth considering. Note cards are another good option, especially for on the go. Coffee consumed, and tomorrow's sprints are set up. So if you want to go ahead and set a reminder on the YouTube end, Melissa's channel is ready and set up to go. If you keep getting distracted for Devin by your side project, I know all about your side project, my friend. It is actually really cool. So Devin has been working together with a friend a list of people in our indie community who have access to different services to offer you guys. I think Melissa has a similar list on her website. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to Devin's website there. And I know Melissa has something similar, so I'll go ahead and drop it as well. And I know the people listed on Melissa's page are kind of people in the community. I think the people on Devin's page, same community, different people maybe. So I'll give you those options to consider as you like. And of course, the Heart Readings Facebook group and the alumni groups for Publish and Thrive and HB90 probably have similar topics too, don't forget. For those of you looking for, I'm done writing, I need extra service help. Hello, Charlene. It's good to see you on the Facebook end. Coffee, like Garfield. Except he says candy in the Halloween special. I think it is, not coffee. Georgia, 8 more pages of research to go in this book. Timetabling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this research you'd be willing to share? Because this would be like a cool social media post capturing how you did this. And that might be fun to share for you. You're quite welcome. And there's the 2 links I kind of mentioned. You're quite welcome, my friend. Also, I know Melissa has a workshop and many other things coming up on her website too. So please do check those out. If you want to check the Heart Readings calendar again, since I haven't shared it from the beginning of the break, I will do that as well. As you're planning Q3, which starts next month, keep in mind, it'll be July's the first month of a new quarter. So what does that mean here in Heart Breathings? If you're planning ahead for like vacations and stuff, keep in mind we have 2 events in July, not just 1. Alrighty. I know a lot of us had students and kiddos and so on that just finished up with the summer and the school years. Also why I'm mentioning that for your plan ahead. So we don't have a schedule of who's hosting when yet on those days. Just we know what days it's going to be. The times and the who are TBA, to be announced. We have sprint number 2 we're getting into. So let's go ahead and rock it out. See you soon, everyone. All right, everybody, let's go on ahead and get ourselves settled back into our next chat break. We have been here for an hour, so at the end of this chat break, we'll do our self-care, soul-care sprint. Let's see how we're doing. We did have a couple of friends join in, including Mama Maggie right before we went to break. And of course, now, Batty Coda from Fern Gully style. We all have the radio going off in our heads. I apologize, Born of a Maiden. Some of us are working with Evil Mama a little bit. George Michael isn't all that bad. Agrees with the cookies. I do imagine her being a little bit like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Excellent when it comes to talking about food. Just a little bit. Because Mama Maggie knows what she's doing when she gets talking about food. Because, hello, Inca. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. And then, of course, I had to throw in one of my greatest comparison of Meatloaf quotes ever. He says life is a lemon and he won't do anything for love, but apparently he, will do anything for love, won't do anything for love, but wants his money back. Come on, dude. Gotta go do the family stuff. You're quite welcome, my friend. Boogie, boogie, boogie. You're welcome for the electric slide. Mama Maggie. The fact that you've qualified the worm. Oh, it's not there. It's on the other side. Sorry. I subscribe to the school of Mace Windu. Just saying. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, everybody. And you know what? You did not fail at a thing, my dear. You refilled your well, you took care of yourself, and now it's a better morning and better day for it. That's all that matters. Music is soul food, in my opinion. Not self-care. It's for the soul. Cleaning the office is also with the 80s music. This is me. I listen to 80s hair band, 90s boy band, a little bit of 80s if you include New Kids on the Block, and 90s rap R&B. The playlist is so weird because we will go from, a little bit of Run DMC, and then the next thing you know, you have Pat Benatar. That's literally my cleaning list. Ziggy's, of course, overseeing is the prince of the printer, giving his approval to HB90 once more. Born in the USA is... We need to do karaoke in Dallas. End of story. Sarah, request. Should Dallas be in our future to all one day for the Hardys to somehow get together and hang out in person? I request a karaoke night. Onegai gozaimasu. Arigato. Hello to Joanne for a few minutes. We're going to go into our next sprint there. Got a couple of pages added. And yes to the 80s music. Sounds like a list indeed. And the scene is kicking your butt. You've got it. 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 If you're reading for who you think you're reading, it's a long chapter. I'm sorry. Is it complementary to the chapters around it, though? I think I said this earlier today or last night. If you have, I'm a fan of, I'm okay with a bunch of long chapters and then I get a couple shorts, or I get a couple shorts and then I get a medium length. You see, the very chaptered length, that's okay for me as a reader. I kind of like that because, if I'm traveling, on a bus or something, and I change over buses, and one bus ride's longer than another, and some people have that commute, is also where my brain's at. Listening to Siri read your draft, she's not very good at it, neither is Microsoft Mark, unfortunately. Natural Readers, is that the name of it? Or is it Natural Voices? It's AI, so it could be learning from your writing. Keep that in mind when you use Natural Reader. When you use something like Natural Reader, there is a risk of it learning the AI from your writing, I've heard. And it is much better. Oh, this? That was free. My K-12 students use it for free, sweetheart. Just saying. My students told me they used it for free. And if students in K-12 whom have dyslexia use it, anyone should have access to use it for free. Yeah, thank you for confirming. I thought it was free too. Georgia, 1 minute from research and your arm's now hurting for what? Oh, why publishers? Oh, why? Oh, could that have been why? It's like I wanted design choices because I know certain genres like Angela Hester has talked about for children's books how they're different. So it's like, how do you come to the decision of which one to pick and why? Especially for big research books where it might not make sense. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know. They might have migrated it there, is where my brain went. I mean, I've only been out of the classroom here for a couple months, but a lot changes now in K-12 in a quarter, believe it or not. We are going to go into our third sprint. If you have not yet taken a self-care or soul-care sprint, now is the time for you to go ahead and take care of you. Self-care is this physical body. Soul-care, including music, is anything else. Go rock it out. Go jam. Enjoy you. When my video pops back up, I'm back. See you soon. All right, everybody, let me go ahead and resync some audio things around right quick. I do apologize if that caused some weird feedback. I greatly apologize for that. So we are going to go ahead and switch into our last chat break, and then we will have one sprint after this break because we're only doing 2 hours now on Saturdays. I do 3 hours in the evenings on Fridays now. So if you need an extra sprint, well, there's replays from me and others in the Heart Breathings community that's pinned over there in the YouTube ends for a reason, and overview tab on Facebook end if you'd like. So also Tracy the Revised Writer is up at 5 p.m. Eastern today, followed by Melissa over at Power Play Press, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Tracy comes back tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then I believe Kay is tomorrow. Monday morning at 9 a.m. Angela Hester books at noon. Jody Jean at 8 p.m. I think. Double check the calendars to prove me wrong. So, how did it all go? We had some hellos and some chats back and forth. I do apologize if I skip over a few people or a few things to keep us all caught up. And hopefully my internet connection resolves during this time as well. It says I'm okay for the moment. We're going to hope it stays steady. So, anyone else listening to or reading The Fourth Wing from Mama Maggie? Sarah says it's on your TBR, and it seems like everyone loves it. I've heard the same, though, that as the reply, I didn't save that other one. I do apologize. Where is it? Did it not come through? It's on the YouTube end. Yeah, I agree. Everyone seems to be talking about it. And then Mama Maggie said, there it is. It was lent to you and it just seems meh. It seems typical of its genre, is kind of what I said about it. Like, it has its comps and it's very similar to, which not necessarily is a bad thing from a marketing standpoint, but not all readers will find it's different enough for them. Question mark. Big old question mark. And yes, that might be the case as they're adding on more voices because they're trying to get people with different accents, not just from different countries, but across the world. Like a couple of the people recording for them now are like expats, so their accents might be a little more universalized. Who knows? Be intriguing to see if they keep it free for much longer. And I hope they don't take it away from my K-12 kids because they benefit from it a lot. Going to catch up some of the time there that we've used. HB90 planner is printed. Office is clean. Laundry on and had a quick shower. Okay, you have a good day, my friend. You take care of yourself. We know you're worth it, and blessings be to you, my friend. I look forward to hanging with you again. Have fun indeed. The loaning from the brother. Have a blessed weekend for sure. That's a good point. For some people, it could be the it's a choice. Like with all performance, it's a choice. But for some readers, that voice might be too monotone, kind of like a really enjoyable cantering voice versus one that, like Robin Williams, will adjust for speed a little bit in tense and action. Morning, Dorita. Glad to have you here. You deserve the sleep for sure, my friend. We have our short wind down sprint ahead of us. I have dice around here somewhere for us to roll. They're right here. Okay. I did put them on my desk. So much exposition. Yeah, the dragons sound interesting. You feel like the characters are just lacking. Maybe that was on purpose, though, if it's going to be a longer running series than a couple of books, question mark? See if you can get it from the library. That would be a good point. Yep. The library is always a good idea. Support your local libraries, please, and thank you. And no, you are on the pace you are meant to be, fellow wizard. We believe in wizard time around here. We genuinely believe that you are on your pace, on your time, in your stride, nothing slower, nothing faster, and you deserve the grace that you're being given to yourself. So, hugs to you, my friend. Hugs to you. Inka made a playlist image and a post image, hi Inka, from one of your ream books and uploaded some parts of your story. Love it, love it, love it. Mama Maggie, agreed, agreed, agreed. Love the dragon printed sides of the copy, but you find it at a gotcha. You wouldn't necessarily want the hardcover. I understand that statement. Hardcovers are becoming a thing of the past. I forget who I heard say this in the last 24 hours, but it's like certain countries, if you compare their sales, certain countries seem to prefer hardback over soft cover. If it's a book I know I'm going to carry around everywhere, or if the hardcover is the same price or cheaper than the paperback, I'm going to go with the hardcover, right? But if it's something that I don't plan on reading all the time, or maybe it's something I think I might love on and pass on to someone else, then paperback's probably where I'm going to go with that, I'll admit. Paperback is probably where I'm going to go. You have a turning off of the notifications. There you go. Get the work done. Especially if you're in that mode where we have kiddos home for summer, which might be in your case, right? You got to do what you got to do because us, our projects, and our work do need to come first indeed. So this is true. It might be, I can see where, with what's going on in the paper industry right now, with the costs of things, where they might limit that for a while and then see if it returns. It could be a phase, who knows? D20 is out. If it's 9 or lower, I'll add another dice roll to it in some way to get us close-ish to 20 minutes because we're at that 140 mark. Ooh, nice. We had 9 times 2 last night, and it rolled with the 18 facing up at me today. So we're going to go ahead and do another 18-minute sprint. Switcheroony. Da-ba-da-ha. And close. Much closer than last night. Dial it back just a wee bit. All right, everybody. We're going to go into our wrap-up sprint, our wind-down sprint. We shall see you here in just about 18 minutes. You've got this. Let's rock it. And you deserve all the grace and self-love for sure. Scratch the record. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. I thought I had 30 seconds more than what I did. All right, everybody. All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap up for the end of our chat, have a little bit of a reflection session, and get ourselves together. Mama Maggie was saying they keep saying hardcovers are dying, but you're not certain. It's if you look at certain countries, the popularity of them have tanked. So it's here in the US, they're going strong. Canada has a close top 5 in there, I think. But a lot of other countries are saying we'd rather just the paperback or the ebooks, apparently. At least that's what a couple of distributor and sales outlets are saying, looking at their couple last years of, reports and whatnot, which that's a good place to check for that stuff, I guess, if you're deciding a move, corporate or not, right? Hello there, Jordan. It's good to see you. You're here right on time when you're meant to be, my friend. Devin, see, this is the kind of thing I'm wondering about. Should I even wait to my next Kickstarter to do stuff like this? And that's an upcoming video. I'm going to have to sit down and make all those decisions of it's not necessarily if I do another Kickstarter, maybe when is the better phrasing. Because, yeah, there's a lot of things I have advice-wise to give, pros and cons on the Kickstarter thing. And a few people are like, should it be used for hardcovers? I mean, the ones that seem to do well are the ones that are about hardcovers and audiobooks or omnibuses and anthologies. Just saying. Just a thought. I could be wrong. That's just the pattern I seem to see. So you need to stop getting distracted when you write. And you know what? You enjoy Her Perfect Hero by Emma. I hear it's amazing. I hope it's amazing. I've heard really, really good things about it. And see, even for some people, like Jordan is saying, you prefer the audiobook for the pronunciation of words. For you, it's with the Braille. And I'm at, you know what? Even as somebody who uses character names that might not be pronounced the way they're spelled. For example, my character Neftiri, you might not pronounce it that way if you're looking at the spelling. So it's very needed for certain books to have an audiobook person who does the pronunciations therefore correctly. J.R. Ward went through a big stint where half of her audiobooks, the character names were not correctly pronounced, just saying. So, Devin, you enjoy your lunch for sure, for sure. Thank you for being here for the sprints. You love your hardcover books, and you can see why. Yes, they're expensive. If you have something like an Ollie's bargain outlet and you don't mind waiting, or if you find a library sale or a book closing sale, though, bookstore closing, those are the places to get things like that. For the next sprint. And you know what? You're here when you need to be, my friend. It's good to see you. To be honest, yes. And see, it's part of their Christmas gift giving tradition, even. And it's like, I want to do that. Give people books to read, for sure, for sure. Thank you all for being here to make those projects and those books for us to read. Thank you for showing up for you. And thank you above all for taking care of yourself. I know you're worth it. Blessings be. Have a good weekend. See you later. Bye.